Every time you find an AI tool that actually does what you need, there's a catch. You get a few days to use it before you hit a hard paywall. This checklist shows a typical AI tech stack for a creator or a business. Once you add up your text, video, and audio generation tools, your monthly operating costs easily scale to $150 or more. If you search online for a way out of this, you'll hear a very common promise. You can cancel every single one of those subscriptions and replace them with free alternatives. The catch is how you actually access those free alternatives. Getting to $0 requires managing API keys, digging through third-party sites, and hopping between 5 different platforms just to finish a single project. Choosing a free stack replaces a financial cost with a technical one, adding a friction-heavy hurdle to every step of your day. Today, we are going to evaluate the top free alternatives across text, video, audio, and development, scoring them specifically on the amount of effort they add to your workflow. Success here means mapping the exact return on investment of your time versus your money. You need to know exactly when to pay for speed and when to leverage the hustle. Let's start with getting free access to top-tier text models like Claude 3 Opus or GPT-4. Instead of paying for the native apps, you can run prompts through third-party aggregator sites like ChatAI or FlowWithAI, which tap into the exact same premium models. FlowWithAI even formats your answers visually. If you are doing deep research, it skips the massive walls of text and outputs your data into clean flowcharts and graphic breakdowns. This chart is our evaluation matrix, comparing the quality of the output against the effort required to get it. We plot aggregator LLMs here, in the high-impact, moderate-effort quadrant. The effort comes from relying on third-party stability. Because you don't control the infrastructure, you face throttled generation speeds during peak hours, or the risk that the tool pivots to a CADE model overnight. Free aggregators are excellent for casual queries, but if you are on a strict deadline, relying on a third-party site's server capacity introduces a dangerous bottleneck to your professional work. Next is the most computationally expensive category, generating hyper-realistic cinematic video and images without paying premium platform prices. Look at this generated video. The visual fidelity you can get out of freemium tools like Leonardo AI, Vio 3, and Happy Horse is incredibly high. To stay free, these platforms rely on strict daily token allowances. You might get 150 credits on Leonardo, or just 2 or 3 video generations on Vio 3 per day. Going back to our matrix, we map these tools to the top right, high impact but high effort. The friction here is severe workflow disruption. Generating good video takes trial and error. Once tokens run out, your entire creative project halts until the clock resets the next morning. Relying on daily limits forces you to trade crucial project momentum in exchange for financial savings. To bypass daily limits entirely, you have to skip the all-in-one platforms. You do this by using open-source GitHub codes and plugging in free API keys. Specialized free pipeline tools like Creo AI provide access to the same automated pipelines used by production agencies. You can generate a complete script-to-video workflow for a faceless channel without a single subscription. On the Matrix, this method pushes both scales to their absolute extreme maximums. The trade-off is a steep learning curve. Setting up repositories takes technical patience. And if an update pushes and the open source code breaks, there is absolutely no customer support to fix it. Open source workarounds change your role. You stop acting as a content creator and start operating as an IT troubleshooter. Finally, let's look at infrastructure. This includes prompt-to-app builders like atoms.dev and free brand identity agents like Java AI. The immediate benefit is rapid, zero-cost prototyping. You can build out UI interfaces, code complete websites, generate brand logos, or clone audio using Speechify. On our chart, this category is initially plotted here at high impact and low effort. But as you scale, a hidden friction pushes you upward. This is a scaling trap. These platforms are free to build and prototype with, but deploying them at scale for commercial use inevitably forces you into their expensive paid tiers. You should view these free dev tools strictly as incubators for testing your ideas, not as a permanent infrastructure for a business. The free AI ecosystem works as a powerful prototyping sandbox, but it rarely functions as a seamless, permanent business solution. How you allocate your resources comes down to your specific situation and what you need the AI to accomplish. This decision tree maps out the choice. If you are a student or a hustler on a tight budget, Your primary goal is skill acquisition. Use tracking sites to find free models. Accept the friction and limits as a fair trade for a free education. But if you are a professional using AI to replace an employee or generate direct revenue, friction is your enemy. The math dictates your move. If a tool successfully automates a task you'd normally pay an employee $6,000 a month to do, paying a $20 subscription to remove platform hopping friction is the only logical ROI. The ultimate solution is the hybrid stack. Pay for just one or two anchor tools, like ChatGPT Plus or Claude Pro, to handle your daily heavy lifting. Scale strategically by spending exactly where it eliminates friction. Let the free ecosystem handle occasional tasks, while your paid anchors do the heavy lifting.